Welcome, everybody, to Den Excelsior, the mostly Marvel show. I'm your host, Ricky. With me, as always, Dennis. We're back after 2 weeks,
I think it's been 2
3 weeks,
weeks, 2 or 3.
2 week hiatus. Back on the MCU train, getting the last few in before the year 2025 ends.
Actually, I did the math. We're one off.
Yeah, well, that's
We're
good.
gonna,
It'll take us into Wonder Man.
yeah, we got spy. We're on track. If we do every week this month, which they don't coincide with any holidays, by the way, our Tuesdays. If we do every week this month, we will hit Spider-Man in the first week of January.
Second,
Spider-Man, No Way, or Far From Home.
is that the worst Spider-Man in the new trilogy?
I mean, I don't like calling any of them worst, but
It's objective. There's a best and a worst in the
did you
middle.
say objective or subjective?
It's objective.
No, it's not.
Amongst the three, there is a better one and a worse one.
I don't think
I'm
it's
wrong.
objective. I don't think
All
it's
right.
objective. I don't think.
All right.
I like two a lot. I know I'm in the. I know that the majority of people would probably agree with your statement, your question. I can never tell if the third one is the best one because it uses cheap tricks to get. I mean, not cheap
When you
tricks,
want
but
to talk about using cheap tricks, we got 2 movies coming up next year that are about to
yeah,
do them all.
yeah, I know. So yeah, I can't say, but I don't want to jump the gun and start talking about Spider-Man Far From Home before we've even done what we're doing right now, which is we're going to talk about Black Panther today, which is
Bombay.
Bombay. Yeah. And I do understand that generally speaking, uh, you know, we try to have some representation on the show whenever we talk about a movie that might be
This your like Disney disclaimer before like old cartoons, like
no. I was just realizing I was like, oh, we usually ask somebody like like we usually have Travis on the show when we're talking about movies, especially like the Black Panther or anything like that. So I thought about it today and I was like, no, I'm good. We can do this. I think we can have a mature discussion about Black Panther with us just being two people of lightly brown skin. I think we got this. So it's not
yeah.
fully a
I feel like
disclaimer.
you're putting a lot more load onto this.
Well, maybe, but I think that there's some people that might be listening or watching the show that have already put that load on us. So I'm just saying, like, hey, trust in us. I think we got you. We're good.
I believe in us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was trying to uplift you, Ricky, but you tore me down.
It's like
You
not
tore me down.
racist. Like what I don't
You
we
tore
want
me
to do
down.
here. Like
You tore me down.
um
I was trying to give you credit and say I think we can do this. We can do Black Panther.
before we talk
That's later.
about
But that's later.
before we talk about Black Panther, we got some stuff to talk about amongst ourselves. It's been 2 weeks. What have you been doing for the past 2 weeks?
For the past 2 weeks. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's all kind of a blur because the only thing that's still stuck in my head is the amazing experience that was Survivor Series in Petco Park. Everything else is a blur for me
That
right now.
was incredible. That was the rare second time this year we saw each other in person. Fun fact: we don't see each other at all except for Comic Con. But we made the exception. Thank you for those tickets; those were amazing. Of Survivor Series. Oh my god, that was a spectacle.
That was a spectacle. What I thought was really cool is like the people that in our group, it was a varying range of knowledge and experience of wrestling. and it didn't matter. I think we all had a fun time. You know what I mean? Like even if you never watched a single episode of wrestling, you know, or caught some at most on you know clips and stuff. I think you can't deny the energy in that stadium, and you can't deny the pure joy of the spectacle. You know, it's just yeah, it was great. But
No,
I
it was insanity. Like,
yeah, as someone who started a nice social experiment with my wife earlier this year in April, and then committed down the path of like I'm gonna make her watch, not make, I'm gonna get her to watch every episode of Raw from this season, from this year. And you know, we ended up adopting SmackDown and NXT as our little like stepchildren as well. Um, she watched all of them and she loved them all. And she was, I mean, I think she was transported to another dimension for those 4 hours. Like she was high on all of that. Like it was crazy. It was really crazy to watch my wife be just uh infatuated with that. So she's now figuring out how to get better employment so that we can just go to WrestleMania and do other
are you those people now?
she might be, she's hooked, man.
I
She
mean,
loves,
the marketing machine alone is impressive, and then to see it in person,
yeah,
the stuff that they're doing at these PLEs is like insane with like
yeah.
the convention stuff, and then the event itself, and then the post event. Like it's really like a um it's like I feel like the circus comes to town, right? Like, and they take over the city doing WWE stuff everywhere for the week.
I've said all year long, it's literally the modern day circus, you know. So they really did do a takeover of downtown San Diego, and you know the benefit is, you know, I live in San Diego, and so that made it really convenient for me because we could just go have a nice dinner afterwards and then just go home. And I'm sure the drive home for you was a lot longer than it was for me, um, but the cool thing is
Wasn't bad.
when I got home, I just turned on the TV and started watching the whole thing over again, just for this possible chance of seeing us. We are not visible at all.
You know, it's funny. Like I do the same with football games.
Mhm,
I don't really necessarily watch the whole game. I usually watch what I need to see.
mhm.
But like going to the place to watch a live event is like objectively like a bad way to do it, just with sight lines.
I
Like
don't
to
think it
act
was. I don't
to
think that one
watch.
was. I don't think that one was
No,
because they
no,
had it
it
on
was
the
that was
screen.
better than most for sure.
Yeah, the
But
screen was
just in
nice,
terms of
right?
what you see on TV, it's night and day. Just given the
Yeah,
nature of it. But
but
the
what
energy,
we contribute to the
yes,
energy,
the
which is
energy
pretty
that you
cool.
get from
Yeah.
being there is
Yeah.
unparalleled. Like
Yeah, that was
it's
kind of the
unrivaled.
bummer. The bummer when I watched it on TV is like you couldn't hear half the chants that we started in our section. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
was, I was like, oh, they didn't pick them up on the mic, but it was loud for us. You know, like it was really loud for us some of the time. So, um, definitely couldn't hear that kid say Nikki sucks. Like she really does,
no,
though.
but
She
it's
really
cool.
does.
It was a cool event. It's cool to see everyone at the event. It's really the great unifier of this nation.
It really is.
WWE,
Yeah. It,
minus the shitty underlings of what that organization has done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think no corporation goes, you know, clean like when you get to be that huge. They all got their skeletons in their closet,
You
but
know, yeah.
it's like, are they doing more good than bad? You know, like
I
that's
don't
the
know. It's
question.
one of the someone's spouse is pretty much dismantling education in this country. So
Yeah, but they're not part of it anymore. So,
okay,
um, but what was I gonna say? You know what else I did? I did beat Dispatch.
okay,
It was
yay,
excellent.
nay.
Oh, it was excellent. It was
All
excellent. It
right.
was so good that I actually started a second playthrough where I'm
You
making
told us this
totally
last
different
week.
choices. What?
I thought you said you beat it last show.
No, I beat all the ones that were available. I think
Hmm.
there was there was 2 more chapters coming out the day after our last taping. So I beat the game. It was excellent. It was a great story. Highly recommend. Go play it.
Fun.
Wait for it to be on sale. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's like it's a blur. I watched Frankenstein. It's not great. I went to Las Vegas for Designer Con. Or did I do that before the last show?
You did that last show.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I watched Frankenstein. I didn't love it. It was okay.
What do you want Guillermo to do next? What do you
I don't know, man. I think he's gone down a rabbit hole. I like Cabinet of Curiosities. I wish he would do a second season of that.
Mhm.
That was a cool show. I don't know, man. Like it's hard to say. See if Ron Perlman's down for Hellboy 3. Like I don't know. I think I like his Hellboy movies. What's that?
Ron Perlman's pretty old.
Yeah, but Hellboy also wears a lot of makeup.
That's fair. Get what's his name? David Harper.
Ron Perlman's less problematic.
No, I thought they came back out. All allegations. I mean, well, wait, which one's the?
See? There you go. Ron Perlman's less problematic. That's all I'm saying. I did watch. Speaking of which, I did watch an episode of Stranger Things. It's cool.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes of the first season.
Oh, really?
It's a piece of media that I just skipped completely.
Oh, okay. It's fun enough. I'll catch up eventually, but I think they dropped 3 episodes.
Grown ass adults now.
Yeah, they're 40 for sure. They dropped 3 episodes on Thanksgiving, and they're gonna drop 3 more on Christmas, and the finale is gonna be on New Year's. That's how they're doing it.
That's fun. I saw the finale is gonna be in the movies or in theaters.
Oh, it's gonna be in theaters. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I won't go see it there.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird. We were gonna go see Zootopia, and that didn't happen. I've heard actually really good things about Zootopia, and then I think we're just kind of waiting for Avatar. It's the reviews started coming out for that movie. They are.
I don't want to make it weird, but
you saw it? Oh
no, I didn't.
I know what you're gonna say. No.
Oh. Okay. Tell
me when you see it. Yeah, tell me how it is.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you when.
But the reviews, so I think it's the embargo went up today, and they're pretty good.
Okay, all right.
I'm
bringing a pillow when I go see it this time because those movies put me to sleep, man. I can't. I think it's still my theory that I said I said when we talked about Fantastic Four, right? I have this weird theory that it's movies with too much CG. My brain kind of disconnects. And we can talk about that a little bit later because that might apply to this movie we're going to talk about. But something about it, when it's just too much CG, it's like Transformers movie, Michael Bay Transformers movies. I'll wake up in the middle of an action scene and I'll be like, "What?" And then I'll just go back to sleep.
Well, see, that's a weird catch-22, right? Because, I gotta rephrase this. Most of that movie, it's basically an entire CG movie, right? Because nothing in that world is real.
Avatar, yeah.
Avatar, Avatar specifically. Granted, there's bits with humans in it.
Yeah.
But it's basically it's almost like a curse that it's so good looking that you accept that it's weird way.
I don't think they're good looking. I just don't. I think there's something about them. Yeah, it's cool. There's something about them that I just don't find appealing visually, and so
you just don't like blue people.
I mean, I'm not going to answer that because we're going to talk about Black Panther tonight. Okay, we're not hating on any race.
You sound like you're hating on the Na'vi right now.
No, I don't think it's the Navi that I have a problem with. I think it's the world. I think the world doesn't feel real enough to me sometimes. Like,
I mean, there's a whole like Disneyland section of it.
I don't care.
Yeah. Well,
It's cool. I'll let you know how it is when I see it.
yes, do let me know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything else. You know what I have been doing a lot of is opening toys because I have a theory.
Mhm.
I have a lot of data on this theory. I've been collecting this data for I don't know 4 or 5 years now. I think that Hasbro likes to unload their warehouse in the middle of November so that they can take a long break in December because I got not one, not two, but I probably got like 3 waves of figures all sent to me within the last week by Hasbro. And it's like, why were you sitting on all these waves? Like, why did I just get
Maybe
this
they just
many?
get them in at once.
What's that?
But maybe they just get them in at once.
Well, their street dates are supposed to be separated by several, like a month each. You know what I mean? But I got them all within a week of each other. Like
I'll say there is no shocker. Very weird. The tariff situation presents very weird challenges and opportunities. So if you can bring multiple things in during these gaps in whatever the hell they're doing, it's more advantageous.
fair.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, they also probably like a break, right? Like,
yeah, I think it's like a break.
I have a big bad toys store box waiting, or my pile of loot is ready to be shipped. So,
Oh, same here. Because I did the Black Friday sale. I got some stuff, man. It's pretty crazy.
What do I have? And I have my Magic Spider-Man are in there. I have a Daft Punk in there. Oh, speaking of Daft, super bummer, they're closing Super 7 in San Diego.
They
End of the
are?
year. End of the year.
I'm not surprised. I think that they have had a lot of problems. And I will say that one of the main things in my pile of loot is an entire wave of Super 7 figures that I got for $60.
Is it the Ultimates?
Yeah.
Those are nice toys.
A wave. I got an entire wave, 4 figures for $60.
I'm assuming it's Turtles.
No.
Oh, what Ultimates is it?
Silverhawks.
Okay. Yeah, those are nice. The chrome ones.
No, I didn't do the chrome ones. I did the ones that look like that look like the cartoon.
They did like the. I mean, they make nice stuff. I think that's the point. So it's a bummer to see them close, but also.
But I think it's just they make too much stuff. They make too much product, and that's why they're.
At the end of the day,
Black
it's a toy store in 2026. To be fair, they're not closing Super 7 not going out of business.
They're just closing the San Diego one, which is a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
That is a bummer.
Yeah, it's a staple of downtown. It's probably one of the longest. Yeah, probably it's probably safe to say one of the longer running businesses down there.
So you're saying there's probably stuff on sale there?
Yeah, I actually will be down in San Diego this weekend again. So
oh yeah,
I'm gonna be stopping by.
Okay.
See what I can get.
Okay. Yeah, I might go there on Thursday and see. That sounds like fun. Cool. I will not be available unless you want to come to either of my art openings. I have 2 on this weekend. Just letting you know. I have one at Thumbprint Gallery on Friday night, and then I have one at Oceanside in Goblin Shark Emporium on Saturday, and they'll be running all month.
Be with my dad. So okay. I don't know if that invite extends.
It's if you want to do it. I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll bring him along. He'll say hi.
Cool.
Should we talk about some news?
Yeah, let's do it.
I always say that, and I never have the thing prepared. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, continuing with toys. Basically every toy company, Hasbro, McFarlane, Iron Studios, they're all going to be at CCXP 25.
It's
This
a
is
Brazilian
the
convention, right?
Brazilian Comic Con, basically. Rumor has it there are also going to be some Marvel Studios trailers dropping at that thing, but we'll see about that. But lo and behold, we should expect some little bit of a little bit of news for the end of the year on what's coming down the Marvel Legends pipeline.
Yeah, it's a combo panel, right? So they're going to be doing all of it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this will probably be the last thing that Hasbro does to like announce. They usually do like one announcement in December and then they bounce. Like that's it. Like the marketing team, like early December. So it's like you said, Thursday, right? Is when they're doing it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think 3 Pacific, the time stuff is correct.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect, but I'm mildly excited. I honestly think if you look back on the year, I think Hasbro, like this, despite you know the rise of prices, I think they did some pretty amazing figures this year. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, you again, we can't say how long it lasts given this past year, but there are still people who care in positions of power on that team,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it shows. It definitely shows. So for as much as I think we or the community sometimes knocks on some of the decisions they make, you can't, you can look at it from like a different perspective. How fortunate this IP is to have even this much love shown to it. There's how many other dying toy properties are there out there? Are there other stuff that would want toys that are just sit,
yeah.
sitting in stores or not being made?
Can I take you on a weird tangent because I just remembered
Yeah.
something about toys? Speaking of which, um, so after Survivor Series, I don't know if you know, but my wife has been collecting Mattel uh, WWE
Wrestling toys.
figures. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's got a handful of them now. She's pretty proud of them. I also, for our anniversary, bought her a ring. So it's a scale ring that is on our dining
Wrestling
table.
ring. You should clarify.
A wrestling. I don't buy her rings for wearing because she doesn't like that. She's got the one ring. That's it to rule them all. I bought her a wrestling ring from Mattel Creations. Also because it came with Rhea Ripley in the thing. And when we were doing a art run this weekend, we stopped by the Carlsbad Ninja Exchange, and she ended up coming home with 2 wrestling figures. She got a Rey Mysterio and she got a CM Punk. And I don't like CM Punk, even though I do feel my condolences go out to him. His dog passed today. That is sad, but I was very impressed by the figure's cloth goods because as I
Mhm.
was inspecting the cloth goods and then I started looking at our other figures, I started realizing they're way better than any cloth goods that I've ever seen on a Hasbro toy. And we
Mattel.
started thinking Mattel's no, I'm saying on a Hasbro toy.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying I've never seen Hasbro do cloth goods as good as Mattel. And I know that Mattel is the king of it because they've been doing Barbie for a billion years, right? And so we were just kind of observing, we're assuming that the Mattel wrestling toys are using whatever proprietary information or technology they use to make Barbie clothes because they are made of a very stretchy material. And so Lindsay did a deep dive, like rabbit hole investigation, and learned that it is actually a trade secret. The way that Mattel sources their clothing is a unnamed Japanese company that hand stitches the clothing with a special material that is not the industry standard for clothing. And I just thought that was really cool that
Is
in
it cotton
2020,
or is it like a
it's
polyester?
not cotton. It's like a neoprene. Yeah. I just thought that was a really fun thing to learn that in 2025 that Mattel still has some like secret chokehold on how to make toy clothing. You know what I mean? Like, because let's be honest, like the cloth goods you get with Hasbro toys suck. Like they really are bad, right? Like they're just not good. And like honestly, any like Mafex ones aren't great either. You know, like I normally hate cloth goods because they just don't look right. But I was looking at that CM Punk and I'm like, why does this hoodie look so good on that? And I was like, oh, okay.
I believe it. I working in clothing and just learning how that industry works. It's still fascinating to me that, like, I know people like obviously made in America, right? There's just like equipment to make certain types of clothes or fabric that just doesn't exist anywhere but like Japan or and it's so cost prohibitive to build that infrastructure here that it will forever be in those places. And it's like that whole niche of it. Like it's clothing gets crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, Mattel just has like a long-standing partnership with an unnamed, like it might be named actually, I can't remember, but like it's just an exclusivity deal that they have with this company.
If you want another conspiracy to send Lindsay down, have her look up where glitter comes from.
Okay, but that's not a conspiracy, just to be clear. Like,
it's
100%. No, I'm saying the Mattel thing is not a conspiracy. It's just an actual truth. Like,
side tangent on Mattel. Have you ever gone to their? They do like a big parking lot sale this time of year.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, at their headquarters. It's by LAX. They do a big Christmas parking lot sale with.
That's probably why I haven't gone, because it's in LAX. Yeah. No, I'll send you with a list. I'll send you with a list of wrestling.
Send me a list.
Yeah. You can't. I'll give you a list if you want to get Lindsay a Christmas present. She's into them.
Let me know. I'll let you know. Maybe I'll stop by for the holidays then.
She's into them Ultimate Edition ones. She likes the good ones.
I am excited to eventually own a Survivor Series PLE John Cena. You know damn well they're making there'll be a box set with all of those outfits in them.
I don't know damn well, but I do know that people are pissed because the next Dom Mysterio toy was out for pre-order a few weeks ago. So it's coming out in March, and it's already inaccurate because of the neck tattoo that he's added to himself in the last month or two.
I mean, Rhea Ripley has a mask now, so
she's got a mask because of a broken nose.
Yeah, you know they're gonna sell like 10 toys for that.
Oh, they might sell at least one or two. Yeah. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. It was toy related, and I just thought it was a fascinating piece of information.
You talked about Frankenstein a little bit. Mia Goth just doing some press, dropped some more nuggets about Blade, the Blade movie that was set to happen, and how far along it was. So yeah, it was set in the 1920s, and she apparently did a full costume, wig fitting, and she did readings with Mahershala, and as we all know, it fell apart at the last minute. Still a bummer that they can't get that movie made.
Don't break my heart. I need this movie to happen. I need it to happen. That's a bummer.
Mahershala's kind of old. He's not. He's not capable.
Yeah,
I mean, Blade to stick around for a while.
Let's just put it this way: Sam Jackson started in the Marvel Universe older than Mahershala is right now.
That's fair.
All right. So, I have faith.
2 more bits of news. Actually, 1 more bit of news. We're getting some more Magic the Gathering announcements. They're doing basically their version of a pulse stream, and they're going to be teasing some Marvel superhero cards. So they just got done writing the Spider-Man wave, and they're going to continue it on with the rest of the Marvel cast of characters.
Okay.
And last bit of news: have you played Marvel's Cosmic Invasion that got released yesterday, first of the month?
It did get released. I gotta go buy it because I have the demo. I played the demo. It was sick. I love it.
Sitting 80 on a Metacritic right now.
I know. I'm so stoked. I'm really stoked. I'll go get it because it's like $30, right?
49.99 or 39.99. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. 39.99. That's not bad. I'll get it because I loved what I played of it. It was so adorable. It's cool. I'm excited. Instant sale.
All right.
Have you played it? Have you played it? Oh,
I want to. It has Cosmic Ghost Rider. I like that guy.
If you like beat 'em ups, man,
I don't like beat 'em ups.
Okay, then don't play it.
But I like Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Well, then you got to make a choice, sir. You got to make a choice.
I mean, I can, spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down.
Mm-hmm. I always think of Darth Vader when I hear that.
Why?
Do 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 do. Helps the medicine go down. Might get a copyright violation because that was so accurate.
I could not pivot out of that one, but we can pivot to Black Panther, 2018's Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler, starring the late Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan. I always forget. Gollum's in there.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Angela Bassett.
Martin Freeman.
Letitia Wright. Andy Serkis.
Oh, you said Gollum.
Oh yeah, okay.
Lupita
Nyong'o, Trevor Noah.
Denai Guerra.
That's about it.
You went with Trevor Noah before Denai. That's funny.
Yeah,
it's Forrest Whitaker.
Oh yeah, he's in that movie too.
Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah. This is us.
Okay, so
a lot of people in the.
So just to be clear, like I need to put this out there. Wherever I go with this review for later in the show, this movie is a top tier Marvel movie. Even with all the things I'm going to nitpick, it's still in my top 5 for sure. Top 5 because I still felt so much watching it today after all these years. I also felt the irony of listening to that speech at the end where he was talking about, wise men build bridges while the dumb people build barriers. And I remember that dig being so hilarious in 2018 because a certain someone running our country was all about building walls. And I thought, I was like, yeah, stick it to him. And I watched it again this year or today. And I'm like, damn, this is still relevant. Like this is unfortunate.
Like in the fucked up Eyes of Wakanda episode where Killmonger did invade Wakanda.
I know, right? That's where we're at. Like, I was like kind of hoping like that movie wouldn't be as relevant, in 2025 as it was in 2018. But it is, and it sucks. Not the movie, the reality we live in. I want to live in the Wakanda reality. I want to live in the reality where if half the universe got snapped, because it's better than the one we're living in right now. Just saying. It's better. Okay, so I just had to get that out of the way. I think it's a top 5 movie after all this time. I do not think it takes the crown from Winter Soldier. Even after all this time.
That's not a hot take.
I think it is to some people, but
we cater to the fans of the MCU. And I think a true fan of the MCU would not disagree with your take.
But, if cultural impact is brought into the measurements, I think then and only then can Black Panther stand a chance against Winter Soldier, because the cultural impact of Black Panther is through the roof. Like there's no denying that, you know what I mean? But just as a story that takes place in the Marvel universe, that has the characters that we love and or new characters that we haven't seen before on screen, telling a hero's journey and having cool villains and all that stuff, and being and not taking and not treating us like idiots, right? I think that Winter Soldier and Black Panther are way up there on that list. But I do think that Winter Soldier still takes it for me. I don't even think it's like a close second for Black Panther. I think there might be some other ones in between, but that's why I say top five. Top five. That said, I had a blast rewatching this movie. Like I actually started it 2 weeks ago before you went on your trip because I thought we were going to do the show then, but you asked to punt it, and I was okay with it, and I didn't want to do it during the Thanksgiving week, so we punted it again. So yeah, but I had a blast watching the first half hour 2 weeks ago, and then I watched the other hour and a half or whatever this week. And yeah, man, I don't know what do you think? What do you think about this movie? Like after all this time?
I don't think you watch this movie now and not reflect on the importance of what this movie is and or was and still is. Probably we saw this movie together, right? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You know, I have those memories with you and being at theater. It was a fun time. It was a fun ride. Um, that's not lost to me, and I think to your point, why part of the reason why it kind of transcends into this upper MCU echelon is, you know, it has a good villain, and like any good villain, they believe they're the hero, and
No, any good villain you
you
believe
you
that,
believe
that
they're the
they're not unjust.
hero.
Yeah,
And
that's why Magneto's the best villain.
yeah,
Like
the grievance that Killmonger presents to the audience or to Black Panther is like
yeah,
pretty real. Like it's just like it doesn't take, you know, anybody, you know, I would assume any walk of life to look at that dilemma and like, I guess this guy's kind of right. You know, like it.
yeah. Like I mean, like I said, like Lindsay likes to watch the movies when I'm rewatching them, and she was in the room for a lot of it, and she's like, you know, the problem I have when I watch this movie is like, I don't disagree with Killmonger at all. And then she saw him where he like starts burning the heart shaped herbs, and she's like, okay, I forgot about that. She's like, that's kind of a dick move, okay, you know. But yeah, like 90% of what he says in that movie, or the way, or even the actions, the horrible actions, are justified by a really legit problem in this that's presented in this universe, right? Like that is
Yeah, but that's just one pillar of the movie, right? Because like it also, you know, the other side of the issue is it's almost like a Spider-Man dilemma. It's like if you have all this power, in this movie's case, Wakanda, um, and you don't help anybody, like
mhm,
you're not doing anyone any favors either. Like
yeah,
you're them being isolated is a detriment, and it's kind of that the hubris of that kind of like mindset, you know, and not choosing to evolve with the world, um, you know, ultimately cause this problem to begin with, right? So
yeah,
you get to really see them deal with that, and then the other pillar of it is like, you know, Chadwick or T'Challa coming to terms with like, oh shit, maybe I don't agree with my father, right? Maybe my
mhm,
dad or the past generations of my country or my country's leadership is wrong. And
yeah.
being able to choose to stand up to that, that's a crazy, it's a noble thing.
Well, you know, there is a tiny bit of foreshadowing in the beginning of the movie, right? Because you know, there's some heavy lifting done previous to this movie, right?
Mhm.
Where we established the lore of the Black Panther in Civil War, and we established that the father dies in that movie, right? And so this
Mhm.
movie takes place, I think, a week after Civil War, right? Like it's been 7 days, and he's returning home, and they're gonna bury the dad and have the succession to the throne take place, the ceremony, right? And so so the beginning of this movie is just a straight up spectacle, right? They're like, hey, you want to see something cool? And they show us Wakanda, and it is mind blowing, right? Like you're just watching everything, you're just taking everything in. It's like you're looking around the room and around the world and just like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my God, that's amazing. But eventually by the end of the movie, you feel like you live in that universe, right? Like you're no longer like in awe of the spectacle. You're like, yeah, that's normal. That's Wakanda. That's what it looks like. And then you can focus on the story. And then, yeah, the story itself, when he first gets the heart-shaped herb, because that's part of the ceremony, and then he goes to see the ancestors, and whatever vision he sees is special to him. And he meets his dad, right? And his dad tells him that it's hard to be a good king. Or it's hard to be good and king, right?
No, it's hard to be a good king and a good man.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that is the foreshadowing, right? For this thing, the arc that T'Challa is going to go on in this movie, because he's going to learn how hard it is, because he's going to see that the people that he always looked up to had some shady things go down in their past, that maybe they weren't the good people that he thought they were. It doesn't mean that his dad didn't love him. It doesn't mean that he wasn't trying to be a good king, as more than not. It just means that he made decisions that he regrets, and he also never told anybody about them, and the sins of the father come back to bite the son in the ass. And so I think likewise, that happens to Killmonger too, right? Like I think Killmonger's dad makes some decisions that maybe have noble intent, but they take him down a dark path that leads to a confrontation between him and his brother, right? T'Chaka. And so they both have to do things that are morally ambiguous. And I think that's the kind of awesome thing about this movie, is that good people are doing bad things in some parts of this movie, and bad people are doing good things in this movie, right? Like you want to believe that M'Baku is a bad guy because of the way we meet him in the beginning of the movie, right? It's like, oh, look at this jerk. He just wants to show up and embarrass Black Panther and like try and take his throne when everybody else is cool with him. And you're like, this guy sucks. And then later in the movie, you're like, wait, maybe this guy doesn't suck. You know what I mean? Maybe he's just kind of looking out for his people the best way he knows how to. But he also helped out T'Challa in a really cool way. And so like I'm a little confused. And I think that's kind of what makes this movie special, in a lot of the same ways that like the Winter Soldier is special, is that everything's a little bit more gray, right? Like and I think that's a cool thing, like as a kid, to watch and see that like sometimes your heroes aren't Superman, dude. Like sometimes they got to do shady stuff.
I mean, Black Panther is almost like the perfect character to do that too, because he's like, I don't want to. I'm gonna bite my tongue here. Black Panther does heroic things in the comics, or in the
and the movie too.
In the movie, but he's not necessarily like a hero in the sense of like save everybody or
Black Panther is not afraid to murder somebody.
Yeah, Black Panther will kill somebody, right?
Yeah,
and is very much
the way Iron Man would too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you can like Iron Man. If you like Iron Man, you can like Black Panther. Same diff. They're both rich guys that have a lot of power, and sometimes they wield that power in dangerous ways. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to think of I don't say nationalism, but like Wakanda is the driving force for Black Panther's action, right? And whatever
it's his,
he needs to do
yeah, it's his number one priority is the care
Yeah.
of Wakanda. And so, the movie starts with him believing that means one thing, and
Mhm.
by the end of it, he's become somebody who's thinking for himself and has decided, you know what? I think what the best thing that Wakanda can do is help the rest of the world, not just help everyone that looks like me, which is what Killmonger his goal, right? And don't get me wrong, I think Killmonger has a valid point too. Again, right, is that Killmonger is really annoyed to find out that this fairy tale of Wakanda is a real thing. Meanwhile, all of these people that look just like Wakandans live in the rest of the world, and they have been subjected to slavery and tons of like moral and civil like injustices throughout all of human history, and and they've always been the oppressed, right? And they've always been a minority, considered a minority, no matter where they are. And just like the laundry list is like infinite for the historical like factual evidence that's not in the MCU, it's in our universe, right? Like he's saying, yo, I don't give a crap what universe this is. Black people have it bad. And you're telling me that this whole time you guys have been there in Wakanda, sitting in your palaces and having your amazing vibranium technology, like everything. And you're not doing a single thing to lend a hand to anybody. No, this is stupid. We could be giving all of the people that look like us weapons to overthrow their governments and blah blah blah. And then it's like, you sounded so good until you started saying, "Let's give people weapons." Like it's and so, but I get it. I get it. He's angry, right? Because like that's the world that he grew up in. Like that's like you can't really blame this kid for being angry. We saw his origin story throughout this whole movie. So yeah, like I think that's the coolest thing about this movie is that you can understand everybody's side, but you can also see that like not any one of them is completely unjust in anything that they do and choose to do. And I think that's what makes it really strong. Like
Yeah.
you
This
can
movie
have
for me, it's great. It's fantastic up until that final
yeah.
fight.
All right.
Up
I'm ready.
until the final
I'm
fight.
ready. I'm ready. We already did
Um,
multiple disclaimers, right? I'm down. I'm here for you on this ride
Man, the
because
CG on that final fight is just
thank you.
not.
You know what?
It's not good.
Ricky, I will no, you know what? You're wrong. You know why you're wrong? It's not the final fight. It's the final 30 minutes of that
The
movie.
final 30 minutes of the movie.
They're so bad.
But you know what's crazy? You were in that Hall H panel with
Mhm.
me, right? I swear to God, that Killmonger's suit in that panel was white.
Yeah, I think it was.
Um, and in this movie,
Or it's gray.
it's like
It's
a
gray.
gray. It's for all intents and
It's
purposes,
gray.
like one of my least favorite tropes in any superhero movie is the similar or look-alike villain in the sense where it's copycat powers and they're just fighting each other for good or evil.
Yeah.
And it was a bummer to see like this movie, I don't s- devolve into that because the dialogue throughout that fight's fine, like it's all justified, but it just looks so
Yeah.
bad. The fighting between them is just so uninteresting,
Yeah.
and it does everything above it such a disservice because like it's like
Yeah.
I know I obviously this movie's got to end in the big superhero fight, but
Hey man,
you could have pulled something out.
I already did all my disclaimers, so I'm happy that you're taking the heat for me because I don't have to say anything. I think you and I might be in the most agreement ever on this movie. Like it's this is why I can't put this movie up there like higher on my list because like The Winter Soldier is just as mature of a movie. It's just as thought provoking. No, maybe not just thought provoking, but the action is fantastic and it's mostly whenever possible, the Russos used practical effects. They leaned on practical effects. Now I get it. Wakanda doesn't exist, so we got to go heavy on CG, and then we got to like blur things together. But I think we've all learned over the years that Marvel has been like outsourcing a ton of like special effects to lots of different like houses and stuff, and overworking a lot of different places, right? And so you can tell that whoever was in charge of the special effects for the first hour and a half of this movie was not the same people that were in charge of the last 30 minutes of that movie. Or I'd like to believe
I
they
don't want to
weren't.
make that that assumption.
I would
but
like to believe that. How about that? I would like to believe that.
Yeah, it's just such. It would be one thing if it's like the
Were the
CGI,
special
right?
were the special effects bad in Korea?
Oh no, they're fine. I
Yeah.
forget they're in Korea in that movie. But no, but what I'm trying to say is like it's one thing to have bad CG, but just to also have a bad choreography, right? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
I think the fight planning, the fight that they planned out in that movie at the end, or the fights, they weren't. There were very low stakes. I didn't feel like I was invested in them, and I felt like there was very little humanity in them, which is a detriment because the rest of the movie was all humanity. You know what I mean? And so like it just turned into like, look at Black Panther wrestling a rhino, and I'm like, what? Why are we doing this? Like, yeah. So that it's a bummer because like it really hit the fan at the end of the movie, just visually. Now, do I love the part after Killmonger's been impaled by the knife and he gets to see the sunset? Absolutely. Do I love when Black Panther offers to try and heal him and he says, "Nah, I'd rather die," like my ancestors did when they jumped off the boats because they knew that death was better than the life of bondage.
yeah,
That hits
both,
hard. That hits
both great.
hard. That hits hard. So I love the last 5 minutes of that movie.
Like the minute he comes back, right? And from that moment up until the sunset, you can turn off that movie and it won't matter. It won't matter. Like you'll get the same story, the same sentiment. And that's sad. That sucks. Like it it's
yeah.
And to be fair, I'm not too well versed into Killmonger in the comics to know if he has any other. I know he doesn't wear the suit, but he does wear a suit at some points, but he there isn't that much like visually unique parts of his costume or outfit that they maybe could have pulled on otherwise. But man, yeah, it's just like it literally turns into like a PS2 game.
Yeah, you never want to watch the bad guy be a carbon copy of the hero. It's why I will actively fight anyone who claims that Logan is a masterpiece. I'm sorry that Hugh Jackman fights Hugh Jackman for the last like 10 minutes.
And even Black Panther's like like if you can remind the audience like why Superman and Batman had like underwear back in the day, right? It wasn't like fashion. It was
the color blocking. It's color blocking.
Yeah.
And it's a blur. It's a giant blur, the fight, because it's just a black suit fighting a gray suit. Yeah. It's not pretty. Yeah. I don't know. I have nothing to add to this statement.
No.
Like I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Like I love the mid credits bump when, they're at the United Nations and like I already mentioned the speech about, bridges and barriers and making, they want to make themselves available to help the rest of the world. And the world's like, no, we don't mean to insult you, but like, what does a nation of farmers have to offer the rest of the world? And you just see the smile on their faces, and then it goes back to the credits. So good. Even the post-credit scene with the White Wolf, it's awesome.
They don't really explain what the hell Bucky was doing in this whole ordeal.
They were helping deprogram him. I think was the implication. That's why he said thank you, because he felt better. You know what I mean? Like they did it. They
I don't know.
deprogrammed.
Bucky could have helped out a little bit in that
Well,
final
they
fight.
do explain that in Falcon and Winter Soldier later. Is that's what the Wakandans did for him? They helped rehabilitate him. So
No, I mean I know that, but like the country's getting overthrown, and Bucky's just farming.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I get you. Yeah, well, I don't think they are in the habit of asking the white man for help. I think that's not Wakanda's history.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, the fact that like Martin Freeman's
It
character
would be more problematic if he probably did help.
Yeah, Everett Ross's character gets instantly called colonizer, and it's one of the best lines in the whole movie. It's just like because he's so shocked by being called that, So, yeah, no, I have no issue with Bucky not helping them, and he also had no arm too. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just being ableist, like, but no, I think it's fine that Bucky's the post credits, teaser to get you hyped for Infinity War. But yeah,
I mean, we always harken back to like, are we happy with the Black Panther that we get at the end of this movie and the other edition, the Wakanda, right? We get that now as a thing that exists in this universe, and I think it's paid dividends, right? It plays a huge factor, in Infinity War,
and after too, yeah,
and after we get some great nuggets in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We get
Black Panther 2, which
we get
has
Black Panther 2, we get
more
Ironheart,
story. Yeah. It's this universe, this part of the universe is so awesome, and it's so welcome. It's in its addition to the MCU because it really expands this whole universe in a lot of really cool ways. And I will forever be grateful for the performance that Chadwick Boseman gives in this movie, because it really, like, let's be real. Michael B. Jordan kills it in this movie, and Chadwick Boseman is right up there with him. He's acting opposite this man, and they have some of the best scenes in this movie that really, really sell the whole story. And so, yeah, I have no notes when it comes to the acting. I just feel like the special effects house that was responsible for the last big, third act of the movie just really shit the bed, man. They just really did. Like, there's just no way around it. Like, I was talking about how, like, wouldn't it be cool if they did a special edition of this movie where they like fixed it, and then Lindsay was like, nah, because it wouldn't be cool, because you know what happened? Some guy at Disney would probably just type into AI and say like, fix the end scene, and then next thing you know, there's just like a random goose flying out of nowhere for some reason, just like and I'm like, you're so cynical. She's like, I'm just seeing the world for what it is. And I was like, well, what if some guy, like some fan, did it like he did Mark Hamill in The Mandalorian, where he, like, remember the deep fake?
No.
What?
No, you're going off this crazy tangent. No.
I'm saying it would be cool if somebody who really loved this movie took it and cleaned up the special effects.
That's fair.
Because wouldn't it be a perfect movie if that part didn't look crappy?
I think the fix is in what's next. Not I don't like the.
But I
don't need a remaster.
But if they fixed it, wouldn't it be a perfect movie?
No.
Really?
If they just reskinned it? No.
You just got done. No, I said if they fixed I said fixed it. I said fixed, and you decided what that meant.
I don't know. I need a technical breakdown of what exactly is getting fixed.
We're not fixing any of the dialogue.
And everything else is getting fixed?
Are we in agreement that the dialogue is perfectly fine?
Dialogue's fine.
The action is not.
The action's not.
Fix the action. Leave the dialogue perfectly as is. And then I think it's perfect. I think it would have been a perfect movie.
Black Panther 3 starts filming. It'll be filming next year.
Is it Ryan Coogler?
That is, he has already gone on record saying that is his next movie that
That
he
is
is
awesome.
doing. What
Denzel, right?
with Denzel is all but confirmed for this movie.
Nice.
Who is the villain of Black Panther 3, or what do you want Black Panther to tackle? Or I guess, yeah, in the movie title Black Panther, there's now multiple Black Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like Claw is like villain number 1.
Well, he's done.
Killmonger and M'Baku / Manape are like the other 2 big ones. So I don't know. That's why I thought it was cool that they just decided Namor was the new villain, because it's like, it's pretty cool. That's
I mean,
clever.
he
It's
was
clever.
beefing with Namor, right, for a minute in the comics.
Yeah, more recently in like the
Yeah.
2000s. In the 2000s, he's
beefing. He beefs with Doom, but I feel like
he does beef with Doom pretty good. Yes. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he beefs with that is relevant, but
Fantastic Four, or no? Are they buddies?
he's very chummy with Reed Richards. Yeah. I don't know. We could see it could be a team up movie. You know what I mean? Like, in fairness, there was a really cool, weird story that won't get done probably, but there's a Black Panther story where Black Panther kind of went on a world tour to. It was all leading up to him getting ready to propose to Storm. He wanted to kind of like he just wanted to get more insight into the inner workings of the world and stuff, and there's a really cool story where he goes to New Orleans, and it's post Hurricane Katrina, so it's like really post, like right after Hurricane Katrina had happened, and so New Orleans is in a bad state, right? And so he ends up encountering Brother Voodoo and Blade, who are actively fighting an infestation of vampires who are taking advantage of the displaced people in New Orleans, and like just running wild, and so like it turns into this like cool like black team up where he also gets Luke Cage to join him too. So it's like Luke Cage, Black Panther, Brother Voodoo, and Blade all doing a team up against like evil vampires and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, man. It was a pretty cool thing to see. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. Is like bring in some other black superheroes, you know what I mean, to do like the 3rd Black Panther movie. You're not digging it?
I can see it. I mean, you know who can make a city flood in that universe?
I'm not saying you need.
Actually, Namor doesn't control water, right? Like does.
No.
Yeah.
It's the way he makes Wakanda flood is because he had the power of the Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the Phoenix 5, I think, at one point in the comics. Yeah. Anyways, that's just my thought. Like, it would be fun to see more characters besides Ironheart, join the fold. Like, give Mahershala, throw Mahershala a bone, and let Blade play. Let Blade join in on the fun. It'd be cool.
It would be cool indeed. It would be cool. This episode was cool. What are we going to be talking about that's cool next week?
Infinity War.
The big one.
Mm-hmm. I consider it the last big one. It's
You've gone on record of not chasing that high. So I'm interested to hear your trailer reaction to a Doomsday.
Has it come out yet?
No, it's attached to Avatar. So.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see. When's Avatar come out?
I think like the 19th.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks. 3 weeks from now, or 3 weeks from Friday. 2 weeks from Friday.
Gotcha. Yeah.
All right. Well, until then, ladies and gentlemen, Enough said.